Greetings! I am Noodle Man! And I am here to give a quick surge of energy. If I were to think that my having gotten through these past several years has been because of anything other than a divine miracle, then surely I would be out of my noodle. So far out of my noodle that I would belong in an intergalactic confinement in the farthest reaches of the galaxy. Yes, indeed. And then on that powerful surge of energy, I leave you off until my next visit to this dimension. And now I'm off to go jump down a waterfall of olive oil. Away!
Well, I was able to finally position the camera right. This place is never the same as I last leave it. Right here in the Croton Aqueduct, where I've been doing some of my films for the past almost 6 years now. I hope I can be heard. I hope you can hear me over the creek. This appears to be the best position I could get to. My camera's hanging on a branch right now, a fallen branch of that. But anyway, it's 2021. I try to make a video a year, each year. I try to. It's December 31st, almost the new year, 2022. So after that little showing from Noodle Man there. What do you call it? So, a quote I created, the quotes that I create over time. Take this off. You haven't lived until you've lived. And I'm going to try to get through this video relatively soon, because I was just called in early to my store job. But you haven't lived until you've lived. What am I getting at with this? So, you haven't lived until you've lived. You know, you can live a happy life doing a certain amount of things. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you can't live a happy life doing a certain amount of things. What I'm here today to talk about is to just keep in mind that there's still always more. Should you get that curiosity to do more, know that there is more. Don't question whether or not there's more. Don't question whether it's worth it. Don't question this. Don't question that. Do it. There's always more life to live. And you won't know until you live it. You won't know until you live it. So you haven't lived until you've lived. Well, how do you know if you've lived? Truthfully, you don't know. You just keep on living. You just keep on living. By exhausting every way, by trying to get to the highest level of every possible aspect in your life. Get to the highest level of this, get to the highest level of that. And don't even think of it so much as, I want to be number one. Think of it as, I want to do my best. Don't think about being number one. Think about doing the best you can do. And discovering as much as you can discover in our time in this world. For our time in this world is limited. I don't say that because of these dark times. I say that because it's always true. You know, I don't bring religion to a lot of things, but, you know, our time here is limited, you know, and I do believe in a hereafter. I do believe that I do believe in a hereafter. Our time left in this world, is limited. And the time you have in it, live it out. Explore every possible extension in every area. It's awesome. I've lived a life like that. And quite frankly, in my best of times, it's been amazing. In my worst of times, it's been amazing because I've always held to that passion of exploring every possible further distance I can go with something. You know, you cannot put a marker on living. You can't put a marker on living. You can't put a marker on that. You just have to keep on living. I mean, you can put a marker and still live a happy life, but I encourage you to have that curiosity to look further, because the reality is, there's always more you can learn. There is always more you can learn. I believe that you can't put a marker on living. So let's digress for a second. Talk about past year. Past year's been awesome. I've been getting further in my field, working with the kids I work with at work, getting to know them, forming connections, you know. Yeah, so forming connections and stuff, learning how to work with the kids I work with in my program better and better every day, which is awesome. That's exactly what I need to be doing for my career. For when I for when I do become a math teacher one day, when I, possibly relocate to a different state and, pursue an education there for a cheaper price and stuff, and, pursue my career there, all that stuff. But the plan is in place, the plan is good, the plan is unchanging. When the next steps will be carried out remains to be seen. I'm not sure yet, but I'm enjoying my time here still with Ardsley High School. It's a wonderful place to be, a wonderful place to work. And what else have I done this year? I got back into my competitive Pokemon battling. I took quite a long hiatus. Not a full hiatus, but to where I wasn't really doing it that much for many years, and now I'm finally really getting back into it and going hard at it and having some of the most epic battles in this world, because that's where really all the top players are on Pokemon Showdown. So I'll leave my username in the description here if you want to message me and battle me in any kind of format. I'm down to do that. I've won several tournaments since coming back into it. Several tournaments over many different tiers. Ubers, randoms, doubles, singles. It's awesome. I almost won a Generation 2 tournament yesterday, almost. That was pretty awesome. So, yeah, everything is, everything is pretty much as good as it can be right now, other than the fact that I still haven't found myself in a real relationship for 7 years. But it's better to not be in one than to be desperate to be in one and then find yourself in a relationship that you don't want to be in. So, with that being, I think things are pretty as good as they can be right now. And I'm very grateful to that. Very grateful for that. I am. But yeah, I've been through a lot, and many of us have been through a lot as well, and so just always remember to get back to this topic. Remember, you can always keep on living, you can always keep on experiencing, you can always keep on feeling, you can always keep on learning. The analogy I made in my poem, I think, I'll put a link to it in the description probably, or I'll type it out or something. Do mountains ever really stop growing? Do galaxies ever really stop expanding? Living is what you make of it. Living is what you make of it. So I guess that would be how you find out. How you've lived. How do I know if I've lived? Oh, it's what I make of it. But how do you know what to make of it without living? And so it's kind of like this Socratic thing going on here. Like, you can't really know until you keep on living. If that makes sense. It's like that Socratic method thing, kind of, sort of. You just can't know until you keep on living. Some things are just that simple. So immensely profound, yet so simple at the same time. On a basic premise of just keep on living, keep on being curious, keep on thrill-seeking. If you're someone that's not so brave, not so daring, let the thought into your mind to maybe think, to become more daring, more bold, more excited. You never know. It could lead to a life-changing revelation in your life. You never know. I only give positive encouragement. And hope I've covered everything with this. Is the other calling me in to work. Anyway, I'm glad that I can be out here today. I'm glad that everything is going as well as it can in my life. And as usual, anybody needs a hand of any kind, well, like meaning anybody needs an ear to talk to, I'm here, and I will try to help. Guys, stay strong, stay faithful. If I forget anything, I'll edit it into the video in my bedroom or something, but stay strong, stay faithful. Have a great day.